guys, what's up? It's Katie and I'm back with another Marvel Contest of Champions video, and today I'm going to be talking about my thoughts and experience in New York because I've been getting a lot of questions, on what I thought about Kabam and what I learned from them. Also about the new game coming out, Marvel Realm of Champions, and the overall experience that I had at NYCC. Now, what you see playing in the background is a speed run, an ROL speed run with Nick Fury. Now, I did speed it up because otherwise it's kind of long. This is something that I've been wanting to do, so I'll just have it playing as I go through some of the topics that I mentioned above. Now, going to New York Comic Con was an amazing experience. I got to meet so many cool people from the community, including other MCOC YouTubers and players. Now, my interactions with Kabam were not at all what I expected, and the announcement of the new game basically came out of nowhere. I don't think any of us were expecting that. Now, people have often asked me, what do I think of the new Realm of Champions game that will be coming out? And to say, I gotta say, I'm really not that hyped for it. It doesn't really sound like a game that I would be that into. Now, that could be potentially Kabam's fault because they haven't really explained what it is. It seems like a mixture of, a turn-based game like Strike Force and an RPG mobile like Dungeon Hunter or Game of Thrones with an element of real-time strategy like Travian or Clash of Clans. To be honest, I'm really not sure what it is. Now, I'm definitely gonna play it when it comes out, even with all the faults that Kabam, kind of has with it, but I do know that they do make engaging games and games that hold my attention, which is a big thing because I have ADLST, attention deficit, oh look shiny thing. So, now I have heard some people speculating, that this game will be the end of MCOC and that Kabam abandoned MCOC or, split resources to make this game and that, and it's all really just ridiculous. MCOC is a cash cow for Kabam, and no company in their right mind would abandon a successful game like MCOC for practically an unknown. Now, we heard the same thing, remember, when Kabam released the Transformer game, and as we all know, that didn't even come close to the success of this game. Now, Kabam Gabe, he did say that these two games share some creative minds and storyboard staff, but the development and the programming are two different teams that don't really overlap. So we should get some, we should get basically the same hit or miss quality that, we're accustomed to. Now, I do think that Kabam was a little bit premature in their announcement of this game. All we really know is that it centers around factions, and it can be fairly customizable, and it's coming out sometime in 2020. There was no gameplay, which I really wanted, and most of the questions, surrounding the game, they weren't really answered. Most other booths at NYCC that were announcing new games had stations set up where, you could play the game, whereas all we got with this one was a trailer. Now, I asked some of the Kabam employees there, and I couldn't even get them to narrow down to a target quarter release date. Now, that tells me one thing, and that tells me that it's probably going to be late 2020 when we see it. This is not a AAA game, so you can't really build a bunch of hype around it. Also, the announcement and paraphernalia for this game took a lot of space and resources up at NYCC that I feel like could have been used more for MCOC related events. However, though, if this is actually released within the first 3 months of 2020, then hey, that was a good move by Kabam to get the buzz going around on such a grand stage, but only time will tell, and we'll just have to wait and see. So over the course of NYCC, I was able to talk to several of Kabam's staff, and I was really pleasantly surprised about how willing and open they were talking about different aspects of the game, their roles at Kabam, issues that they have and that we have too, and about future plans for the game. I guess I really wasn't ready for it because the only interaction I really had with them was through the forums, and let's face it, the forums can be a toxic place, and oftentimes Kabam comes off as dismissive and arrogant, I want to say. So I tried to talk to as many as I could, but it was pretty hectic during the whole con. I mean, between Beat the Boss, the prize wheel, the Mcoc event, you know, the back control room, and all the stuff going on, you know, at the Marvel booth that was just a few yards away. They were all pretty busy. I think they were a tad bit understaffed, but they still took the time to engage with the fans, and they did not handle the community with kid gloves at all, as they seem to do on the forums. Now, I did try my best to pump some good information from them, like, you know, what new champs were coming out, what new features they were gonna have, but boy, oh boy, did they not bend. Even after a few drinks in them, they wouldn't budge. So they were pretty tight-lipped about that. But every person that I spoke with from Kabam, you know, they were all really engaging. And when I brought up criticism and things that I would like to see changed in the game, they did their best to explain, you know, certain decisions, you know, why certain decisions were made, and even the unforeseen consequences from them. They talked about some missteps that they made and how they plan on doing better in the future in a very genuine way. And that really was beneficial. That I kudos to them. Now, one of the best conversations that I had was with a champion developer named Dylan. He explained the whole champion development process from conception to, you know, what information that Marvel provides to how the champs are designed, tested, and taken back to the drawing board, you know, time and time again. He told me how prestige is assigned, you know, how each champ goes through different processes and what happens when they release a champion and it either overperforms or it underperforms. I'm looking at you, Ebony Ma. I wish I was able to get the whole conversation on tape, because champion development is really one of those things in this game that most interests me. I think if people really saw how much time, effort, and complexity that goes into a champion, the community would really have a better understanding and be more open when missteps occur. These champions are like the babies to their developers, and I should note too that if a champion fails, the developers, they rag each other pretty hard. It was pretty entertaining to hear that. So, you know, these are their babies. They put a lot of time and effort into it. So when it fails, they feel like they fail. Now, plus, I think it would be nice too for everyone to see how, you know, the developers, how they care for these projects. I think it would shine a whole new light on each champion that is released. I mean, not only the conversation that I had, was it informative, but the enthusiasm and excitement that Dylan had while talking about the champs he created was something that I really wanted to share with you guys, because he really did put, I mean, you know, when we talk about how excited we are for a champion, that is how they are. So it's really interesting to see them talk about it that way. Oh, one thing I want to point out during this Realm of Legends speedrun, Wolverine here, this one will either make or break your speedrun. It's all based on RNG. If you get RNG, you're gonna get a great speedrun time. If you don't, it's gonna be a long speedrun. So just, you know, little tidbit of information in case any of you are trying for a ROL speedrun here. But also, I want to take a time to talk about all the other MCOC YouTubers and all the other players that I met at Comic-Con. Everyone was awesome. It was so cool to just, you know, talk to everyone and, you know, find out how chill we are. A lot of the YouTubers that you see, how we are on the channel is how we are in real life, which is great. Because, you know, a lot of people assume that we live like a double life. No, we really don't. Like, what you see from us is what you get, and that was awesome. And all of the players, you know, not just the MCOC YouTubers, but you guys were great. It was so fun to meet all of you and just hang out with you, especially at Dave & Buster's, where things got a little bit rowdy. But it was also kind of cool too, because we were all just, you know, bouncing ideas off of each other and just, hey, will you open my crystal? You open my crystal. And, you know, if we pulled something bad, I'm sorry, Big Blue, for that 6-star King Groot, by the way. It was funny to be like, oh, your luck is done. You're not touching my crystals again. And the Beat the Boss challenge, that was a lot of fun because, you know, we did get to go and play against Elsa Bloodstone, Man Thing, and Guillotine 2099. Plus, it was really cool too. If you wanted to, you got the opportunity to use those champions. And I should also note too that the champions, Colossus and Old Man Logan, their new buffed versions, you were able to play. Now, I didn't realize that until afterwards. Otherwise, I totally probably would have played them just for giggles, and we all know that I do that. But I didn't realize it until it was too late. Kudos to everyone that participated in the Beat the Boss Challenge and the Summoner Showdown. You guys showed awesome skills. Metal Sonic Dude just freaking rocked it with that 6.2.6 champion boss fight. I know I would have face blocked a lot. We all know what happened there, right? Hashtag Dreamin' sucks. And of course, Dreamin'. You guys were both on Skype for that. But it was so cool watching everybody and seeing, you know, why people chose specific champions to go against what, you know, especially when, you know, most people were choosing Hype and Big Blue against Nameless Thanos went in with Archangel. It was a little bit different strategy. So it was kind of cool to see how everyone deals with different parts of the game, how they choose their champions, that sort of thing. And also, you know, talking with everybody about what champions they would love to see entered into the game and just, you know, having fun, goofing off. It was a blast. I cannot wait to do it again next year. But that's it, guys. That's all that I got. The Realm of Legends speed run with Nick Fury in 18 minutes and 35 seconds. These were my thoughts on Kabam, NYCC, and meeting everyone overall. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of what I had to say about Kabam? Did you expect them to be how I said they were, or did you think they were gonna kind of treat us with a little bit of kid gloves when we asked them some of the hard-hitting questions? Hopefully I'll be able to go again next year. I'm already trying to get things in the works, but that's all that I got, guys. Thanks everyone for watching. If you guys liked what you saw and you want to see more, please remember to like and subscribe, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and hit me up in the Discord chat. Thanks, guys. Bye.